So there's a ram for the press. Has a feature at the bottom, bottom of the ram. It's removable. The manufacturer calls this a serrated saddle, so I assume it's for the surface here. You can see that the shaft portion has a feature on it that's cut out to allow for the set screw to take hold. So we'll go over to the surface plate and take a few measurements. It doesn't really need to be that precise, given that it's just a shop press. So I'm at the surface plate. I'm going to take note of some dimensions here before I start doing machining. So basically I'll take this and zero it out at that level, bring it up. So about 690 thou for the part that inserts into the ram. And this feature is at 281. And if I zero that out there, it's about 130 thou. So here's what I've decided to make. This is the insert or carrier for the tooling that I plan on making. You can see the cutout portion here that will match with the set screw that's in the ram. Decided that I would put a 3/4 inch hole here that would accept the tooling that I'm going to make, and the same as up here, to hold it in place with a set screw coming in from the side of that holder. So I think what would be reasonable is a 1-inch ram to get it down from 2 1/4. Then a 3/4 inch ram. I'm thinking about a V-tool, a cone or flaring tool, as well as an insert that will be comprised of another insert and set screw that will contain or be able to accommodate the 3/8 inch tooling that I created for my arbor press. A little bit overkill. It's just a matter if you know, it's something I can't fit under the arbor press. I could fit into here. Certainly I wouldn't put any amount of force on tooling that small, you know, given that it's a 20-ton press. And finally, a set of press plates just for squishing things, and perhaps a spare like the original without the features that are cut into it. I intend someday to do a video on the tooling for my arbor press. I've done some mods to it, a video that I found on YouTube, and the tooling of those is mine, so, or at least as much mine as it can be. We're all influenced by things that we see. So we'll see how it works out. I'll be doing a lot of machining behind the scenes. I'll show a few clips of some of the more important pieces as I go through it. Okay, we'll see you at the machine. So it's a piece of 2-inch shaft that I got from a local salvage company. It's only the third cut this bandsaw has made since I got it. I have a stop set up for about 40 millimeters. We'll take the burr off the back of this so that it sits flush the back of the chuck. First pass at 25 thou to remove the rust. I'll make subsequent passes at 35 thou. The clutch in my carriage is a little weak right now. We're getting close enough, I'm going to measure it. We'll do that again. Reduce the speed. I'm almost a little wary of these forming tools. Okay, so here's a completed tooling. This is the main adapter. It has the set screw in it, and of course the 3/4 bore in order to accommodate the tooling, so you can consider this an adapter for the tooling. I have a 1-inch punch, a 3/4 inch punch. This is the V tool or chisel tool. That's a 90-degree angle. This is a flanging tool meant for pipe, thin wall pipe mostly. This is an adapter to allow for 3/8 tooling that I mentioned from earlier concerning my arbor press. I decided I'd just make a spare insert for the ram, just in case I have some gnarly metal that needs to be pressed, then I can use that one. And decided to make a couple of presser plates. These are a little over 1/4 inch thick and are made from the same stock as I use for the carrier. Okay, let's see how some of it works. And the reading on the press now is 24 tons. Alright, I hope this video has helped you guys with some ideas for your shop press and what you can do or make for tooling for it if you have the same type of configuration as I do. Appreciate you watching, and stay safe.